Hi, so I've been actually planning to do this for a while, but it's a way easier to do trendy videos and just, do CapCut templates. So we didn't have time to do that. I would like to introduce to you guys a Q&A where I answer the comments and questions from my YouTube channel and sometimes from TikTok, if any of you leave any, because most of you guys leave the comments on YouTube, so it's gonna be from there. Anyway, let's just dive right in. I don't want this to be too long, so we're just gonna get straight to the point. So today's question that I'm going to cover is, I don't know if I can talk to you concerning the entrance examination. So basically, I plan on applying next year, but my background is non-science. I would be very grateful if you could help with past questions so I can prepare ahead of time. Once again, I just wanted to let you guys know that I don't always have time to reply to these on time, unfortunately. If you have any urgent questions, please always try to send them to me on Instagram. I do my best to answer all of them on time and as fast as I can, but of course, not always possible. I do my best. Anyway, so let's just dive right in. So first things first, just because you don't have any experience in science, so in background in science, for example, let's say in your school for whatever reason you didn't have chemistry, biology, or physics, doesn't necessarily mean that you cannot get in, because you can always study for it, you can always prepare for it, you can always get tutoring, you can always spend hours doing it by yourself, whatever works for you. But at the end of the day, I think that doesn't matter. I, for example, didn't really have physics in school. It was just not the primary focus of my school, but we did have chemistry and biology on a pretty high level. So we had those, didn't have physics that much, so, physics wasn't my strength. Still had to learn it at some-wise, and, it's fine. So as far as the past papers, if I understand correctly, so you mean like past questions, so like sample questions. Unfortunately, Semmelweis University does not provide those. I know some other universities, they have sample tests, and even some people take pictures, take screenshots. For us, unfortunately, nothing is available. No one ever took pictures, no one ever saved them, or didn't have an opportunity to, because we had proctored examination. So unfortunately, sample questions and past questions are not available. From what I know, I don't know anybody who has them. What I can tell you is, if you prepare for the entrance examination as you would for an MCAT exam, like the American entrance exam for medical schools, I think you should be okay. I think you should be fine. It will probably even prepare you a bit more than necessary, but at the same time, you will be ready, and you'll be also ready for first semester and for the first year in general. So I would say stick to that, stick to something similar to MCAT. Check other universities in Hungary and their sample tests, so Debrecen University, Pécs University, definitely check those, and just think about it. There's a topic list provided right now. There's ChatGPT. You could send the topic list to ChatGPT and be like, generate me MCQ questions, and maybe it won't be the same, maybe it will be a little bit different, but you probably get the general idea. And I think by now it's so easy to prepare for all of this, considering we have so many of these chat bots available. So I would say do that. And for me personally, what I used when I was applying to Semmelweis, and it's available to this day, it's Khan Academy MCAT Prep. It's fully free. I know they are intending to close it, so I think there's just a short time that it's going to be available for. But if they do close it, still Khan Academy has so many resources you can use, so many videos you can use, just to prepare you in general for chemistry and biology. As far as English goes, I think there's no need to prepare for that. Hopefully your English is at the level that is enough to pass the test, and I think the test is very easy. And at the end of the day, your level of English should be pretty high in order to study at Semmelweis, to study in English in medical school, not just at Semmelweis, but in general. So I think these are the main things. And also just check YouTube. There's so many different creators out there that make really nice videos, really good visual content. If you're into textbooks, there's a bunch of textbooks that can ask ChatGPT what can prepare you. Our university recommends a few books as well. I think they change them yearly, so just check what's the new one that is available. And otherwise, just use reasoning. If it's an entrance exam, they won't expect you to know organic and inorganic chemistry. and for you to have basics of biology. And again, just always refer to the topic list provided, because I think that gives the best that you can have, and you don't need any past questions, because they're not going to prepare you with knowing the topics well, and also it will prepare you for the way STEM always is. If there's any additional questions you guys have, just, shoot me a message, add a comment here, I will reply, or at least try to reply. The fastest way is always Instagram. Just send me a DM.